Greetings, fellow fellas. Today in this tutorial we're going to be learning Eruption by Eddie Van Halen. So first thing you want to do is tune down half a step. So you got E flat, B flat, G flat, D flat, A flat, and E flat. So you got that, right? So you tune down half a step. So, and the effects you want to use in the solo are distortion, some phaser, phase 90, some delay, and reverb. So, first thing, we slide down into the A. Then we slide from the 3rd to 7th on the A. To do that, so after you slide in, on the D string you go 5-7, on the G you go 5-7, bend up on the 7th, do that. Now we go into this pattern. It's a 5-note thing, and you play it about 7 times, so you go. So what that pattern is basically going open E, pulling off from the 8th and 5th of the B string. And then you're playing the 7th of G. And you play fast, and yeah. Then, after 7 times, you go. So going 7th, 5th, pull off from the 8th to 5th, so back to 7th of G, then 5th of B, 7th of G, 5th of G. So here you're hammering on and pulling off on the 4th, 5th, and 7th frets of the G string, and then hitting the 7th of D. Do that 4 times, and then you do this. So 4th of G, 7, 6, 5, 4 on D, 7, 6, 5, 3 on A. Then you slide up from the 15. And do a dive bomb. So. And then when you're down here, you want to pick the A string with your fingers, and then you want to bring it back up, and when it's up you want to hit the whammy bar 5 times, so something like this. Then hold that. Then we slide down A, G. Then on the B string we slide up to the 20th fret, and we play the 17th of E. So then we bend up again on the 20th, and you're doing that. So you're bending up on the 20th and hitting the 17th of E twice, and you're playing this. So you're playing on the E string, you go 17th, 20, 21st, 20th of B, then 17th of E, and do that again. So then we go. So you're pre-bending on the 20th of E. Then you're releasing to the 17th and then the 20th of B. And we're doing that a bunch of times. So you're pre-bending on the 20th of B, releasing to the 17th of B, then hitting the 19th of G. you slide down. Now we, from the 12th fret, we slide in to the 18th. So it's 18th of G. On the B string, you're going 16, 18, 20, 21st. And then 17th to 20th on the E. So you go 17th of G. You do that. So 17th of G. Then you're hammering on and pulling off on the 17th and 20th frets on the B string. Then back to 17th of G. On the E string you go 17, 20. Then hammer on, pull off on those same frets. Then slide down to the 14th. Then you're hammering and pulling off from the 14th and 15th frets. Then we go on the B string, go 17, 14, and you're pulling off. Then 17th of G, back to 14th of B. Now on the G string, we're bending up on the 18th. And then when we come back down, we hit the 14th of G. Then we bend up twice on the 18th of G again. And then we do a dive bomb on the E. So now I'm going to play everything we've covered so far. So now, at this point, we turn on the phaser, and then now this is the tremolo picking part. So we bend up on the 15th of B string while we're hitting the 12th of E at the same time. So then we start the tremolo picking. So for the first three notes, which are the 12th fret, 16th and 19th frets, you want to hit those you want to pick those 6 times though. Like that. And now now the rest of the notes that we play here are, you pick 4 times. So you're going 17, 16, 17, 14, 16, 12, and go 16, 19, 17, 16, 17, 14, 16, 12, 17, 14, 16, 12. So I'm going to play that slowly. Then when you get to the E here, the 12th fret of E, you go, so you hit it twice. Now for these next couple of notes, we want to hit only twice. You want to pick only twice. So you're going 12 to 14, slide to 10th of E, 9th and 10th, 7 and 9, 5 and 7, 3 and 5, 1 and 3. Now you pick the first fret of E 5 times. Now we do this. So that's hammering on and pulling off from the first and third frets of the E string. and then you pull off to the open E. Then on the B string, you're pulling off the 5th, 3rd, and open of B. Then on the G string, you're going 5/2 open. Then dive bomb on the low E. When you come back up, you want to palm mute it, so then it stops. And now we get into this bit. So we're sliding it from the 3rd to 7th. On the D string, you're going 5th and 7th. So here you're pulling off from the 5th fret of G to the open, and then back to picking the 7th of D. So do it twice, and then on the second time you pick the 7th of D a few times. Then we slide in to the 8th of D, 6th of B, 8th of D, then 5th of B, so here on the G string we're on the 7th fret of G, we're pulling off to the open and then hitting the 5th. And doing that, so that's you're going hammering on and pulling off on the 9th and 11th frets of G. Let me slide down. Now we do the similar thing, except we're starting on the low E string. So, like before, we're sliding in from the 3rd to 7th. Then on the A string, we're going. That's 5 and 7. On the D string, we're hitting the 5th and pulling off to open. And back to the 7th of A. So then as you pull off, you go. After you pull off from the 5th to open, on the G string we were going 5/4. Then on the D string we play 7/6. So 5/4, 7/6. Then we're sliding into the 11th to the 9th and 11th frets and hammering on and pulling off. So slowly it'd be like this. Now we go back to the same thing but on the A string, starting on the A string. So sliding to 7th. Same thing as before. So after we pull off on the 5th of G, on the B string we're going to play 6 to 5. We're pulling off from the 6th to the 5th. Now we're pulling off from the 7th to open of G to the 5th. Then on the B string we're pulling off from the 8th to open and then the 7th. So I'm going to play this part slowly. So now we're doing the hammering on and pulling off on the 11th and 9th just like before. So you do that. Then we slide down to the 7th and 9th. Do the same thing. Same thing on 5th and 7th. Then the same thing on the 4th and 5th of G. Now we get into the tapping part. So, I'm going to play it slowly and then I'll explain it. So, Okay, so what we're doing, with the right hand, we're starting off with on the B string. This is all done on the B string. So we go the 2nd, 5th, and 9th frets. So we're hitting the 9th, releasing to the 2nd, and hammering onto the 5th. Doing that 7 times. So then we're doing the same thing with our left hand, but we're moving our right hand to the 10th fret. And we're only doing that, and we're doing that 7 times. Now we're staying on the 10th fret with the right hand. With our left hand, we're moving up to the 4th and 7th frets, doing that 4 times. Now we move to the 12th fret and do that 2 times. Now we move our left hand to the 5th and 9th frets. Now we've changed both hands, so now it's with the left hand we're playing 5th and 8th, and the right hand we're playing the 13th. Now we go on the right hand to the 15th, do that twice. Change the left hand to the 7th and 10th frets. On the right hand we're going to the 17th now and doing that twice. And then with the left hand we're going to 9 and 12. Now, moving the left hand again to the 12th and 15th frets, so we go. So we're going from the 12th and 15th to the 11th, 14th, 10th and 13th, and 9 and 12th. And we're doing this chromatically in 1 time each, except for the 12th and 15th frets and the 9th and 10th frets are done twice. So we do the same thing, except now everything we're doing twice. So slowly it'll be like this. Now we go on the left hand, we're playing 11 and 13th, and the right hand we're tapping on the 15th. So on each of these, now we're doing the same thing. We're moving down 4 positions with our left hand and playing each one twice. So now we move to the 8th and 11th frets on the left hand. On the right hand we're playing the 13th. So we're going down 4th frets now. 4 frets, 4 positions now. Now that we're here, playing the 5th and 8th with the left hand, we go to the 4th and 7th, and right hand we're playing the 12th fret. So 8 times. So now we're just moving our left hand up a fret, while we're still playing the 12th with our right hand. 8 times again. Then this, the 4th and 7th, again 8 times. Now we go back and forth from the 5th and 8th to the 4th and 7th. So we do that a total of 6 times of going. So we do that 6 times. So then after the 6th time, we're just hitting the 12th to the 5th. And now we slide up, hit the low E, then you play the harmonic on the 12th fret of E, and then tremolo down. And that's it. So that's Eruption by Eddie Van Halen. Hope you've enjoyed that. Please subscribe for more videos like this on many bands, such as Van Halen, Queen, AC/DC, Ozzy Osbourne. You know, all those bands I'll be making guitar tutorials and covers. So go subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys.